right, Shalom. It's the brother Kaya from GMS New Orleans, coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakahakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Aki that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And today I just want to jump into this little lesson on this truth is more than what meets the eye. All right. For our eyes have seen thy teachers, okay, and the spiritual acumen that's behind, this actual truth manifesting itself in the latter days and time. The natural man or the carnal man can't understand it, man. You see, they're looking at it from a perspective of old tradition, okay, the way of the church, the preacher, the modern day pastor. All right, they can't discern it through the spirit, which from a natural perspective, if you can't really discern the natural, there's no way for you to discern the spirit. And that's another thing. People just want to be spiritual, but brother, you can't leap over the natural. All right, which I'm gonna get that. And even for men in the truth, okay, you can't just walk in the spirit all day. All right, that's totally impossible, because you still have to learn how to channel your flesh. So if you've been a spirit all day, all right, though yet you've been a natural, you're in the flesh, okay? When do you have the chance to basically subject? You wouldn't have to subject yourself, okay? Because you'll be in the spirit. You'll be in the spirit 24/7. Now, obviously, that's our intent, but it don't happen like that, man. Okay? And it's plenty of scriptures that show, your flesh is very strong, all right? But moreover, you got to be able to, if you can't see the things in the world, all right, that's taking place as far as World War I, II, World War III, rumors of wars, right, pestilence, then how much more just, the Lord, wisdom from on high, spiritual powers. I mean, it don't line up. So moreover, we just do this exhibit 1 on what more than what meets the eye, man. All right, and this is something Ezra struggled with pretty much with the Lord, because though yet the Lord was asking them things that would go before his eyes, all right, which your eyes are is your understanding, you see? And the eyes of man, a wise man's eyes is in his head, but your thoughts is of the Lord. So even though, we're thinking of the spirit and things of that nature, at least the Lord keep us in a spiritual and a scrophate of conversation, all right? We would just be speaking those and saying those things of the world, man. Meaning what? The Lord got to keep the spirit on us for us to understand. All right, the spirit of understanding. But this is you know what? I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna get the wise man's eyes is in his head. All right. What your head is your spirit. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 4. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, nevertheless, now have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed, and of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou give me no answer of them, right? Now fire and wind are things that's tangible, okay? Meaning we feel them, we see them, all right? It says, he said, moreover unto me, thine own things, and such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know. So the things that's growing up with us, plants, trees, all right, the virtue of them, right, the root, like, you know, these things we don't really know. All right, we can take an educated guess at them, but nonetheless, we don't really know these things, all right? It says, how should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the Most High, and the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight, man? You see that? So yes, brothers, it's first that which is natural, then spiritual. Okay? We had to learn the things that was before our eyes, man, before we can understand the things in our eyes. All right? With your eyes is your spirit. This is all right? This is Ecclesiastes 2:14. The wise man's eyes are in his head. Now, that's not talking about your eyeballs just sitting in your head, man. All right? That's your eyes being in your spirit, okay? The NLT. For the wise can see where they are going, right? The things that's before them, all right? If you can see where you're going, you know what you're walking into. You can see a chemical warfare coming, right? A nation against nation. People shall rise. We can see these things, man. They're before our eyes. We can discern them, all right? You gotta see what's in front of you before you can even fathom the things that's foreseeable or that's not before our eyes, like spiritual powers. How you gonna see that? It says, but the fool walk in darkness, yet it says, but fools walk in the dark, yet I saw the wise and the foolish share the same fate. All right? But the fool, this the thing. The fool eyes, you know, the fool is in all the earth. The fool eyes, right? Understand that, man. This Proverbs 17:24. Wisdom is before him that had understanding, right? That's what's before man's eyes and his spirit. Wisdom is before us, all right? So because the Lord have given us the spirit to discern, now we can determine the things that's before us, right in front of us. It says, but the eyes of a fool are in the ears of the earth. All right? So his eyes is everywhere. So the things that are carnal, which before his eye, he believed they're spiritual. The things that's spiritual, he believed they're carnal. Just look at a Christian, for example, man. All right? This is our 1 Corinthians 2. Start at 9. But as it is written, I had not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God had prepared for them that love him. Ready to promise in 14 while I started way up. But God had revealed them unto us by his spirit, right? For the spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of a man which is in him. You see? Even so the things of God knoweth no man but the spirit of our power. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given us to us of our power, which things also we speak, not in the words which man wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. All right? So spiritual things can't be compared with the natural. They all set each other. All right? It's the point. But the natural man receiving not the things of the Spirit of God, right? For they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned, right? Spiritually discerned, you see? But he that is spiritual, judging all things, and he himself is judge of no man, all right? I'll get out of here with this one, 1 Corinthians. This everything, this truth is more than what meets the eye, man, all right? Prophecy is more than what meets the eye, all right? The kingdom of heaven is more than what meets the eye. At this point, all things was worth more than meets the eye. 1 Corinthians 15:46. Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural. Because, you know, you gotta know how to channel your spirit. Because if you just attempt to be in the spirit all day, you're gonna miss the things in the natural, in the flesh. That's not it's not a cardinal sin to pretty much, attempt to be in the spirit as much as you can, because that's what, our itinerary is overall. But you're gonna miss the things of the flesh, man. If you just mind the spirit daily, okay, you're not gonna take care of the things you need to take care of, man. You can't be looking down the street for something that's on the porch, man. All right? Again, this truth is more than what meets the eye, man. Jacob be so far in the spirit, so he just forgot to take care of himself in the world. Totally just negligent to himself. Oh, I'm in the spirit. Nah, man. That's not being the spirit. The spirit covers all things. You see? But the natural don't. The natural don't cover the spirit, but the spirit covers the natural and the spirit. It says, but that, albeit that was not first, which is spiritual, right? Which we know that the first man is our spiritual, which comes into the body. So now Paul is letting you know the opposite way of understanding that which is first. All right, don't go before us when we're in the flesh. That which is before us, we have to understand that to understand the spirit. It says, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. Right? The first man is of the earthy. So your flesh is of the earth, it's earthy. You got to understand the things of this common world. That's why he told Esdras what he told him. You can't understand fire and wind, and the things that grew up with you. You can't understand that. So how are you going to be able to comprehend the ways of the Most High? And the second man is the Lord of heaven. And that's why we are being renewed every day to put on that total second man, which is the spirit, man. You see? So I don't want to rock this out of Rosetta Font. Until next time, I say shalom.